Seriously, what's up with the Switch 2? It's been out for a year and it still feels underutilized. Not only is it underutilized, it's also expensive, with a price increase on the horizon for this September. You might be saying to yourself, huh? Underutilized? What makes you say that? Because if you've kept up with Nintendo even for a second, you wouldn't question me saying they're expensive, because they price stuff ridiculously high with no shame. Anyways, take the game chat for example. Genuinely, who even uses this? First of all, you have to pay for an online subscription service that barely even functions and still uses peer-to-peer to reduce costs. They don't even have dedicated service for their game, so they're basically charging you to connect to a random person's Switch. Online lacks so many features that other online services have, like voice chatting. And Nintendo's way to combat that was with the game chat for the Switch 2. And it looks pathetic. I have to be honest and say that I never used it and well, don't plan to, but from the footage that they showed, it looks like a slideshow with how bad it is. Skype probably has better voice chatting than this. And they made a button for it and put it on the Joy-Con to use, but you can't even use it unless you pay for it. The famous C button that they're advertising like such a revolutionary feature isn't functional unless you give money to Nintendo like you haven't already spent $450 just to get a Switch 2. Another part of underutilized are the mouse controls. Recently, they released Splatoon Raiders for the Switch 2, and it is a fantastic game, no doubt about that, but it didn't come with any mouse controls for whatever reason. Like, I'd get it if it was a Switch 1 game or something, but it isn't! The Splatoon franchise is like the perfect franchise to include mouse controls, but they just decided not to add it? It's not like you would get an advantage over other players for using the mouse controls because this is a single player focused game. The only time you play this with multiplayer is for helping other people or just hanging out with your friends. It's not like the game has PvP or something, so it makes no sense to not include mouse controls in it. And the games that do have mouse controls feel random? Like, why does Mario Kart World have mouse controls but not Splatoon Raiders? I'm not saying that they should take out the mouse controls from Mario Kart World or anything. I actually think it should be utilized more. But why not put it in games that could actually benefit more from it instead of Mario Kart World, where the only time you can use them is in photo mode to add stickers. So, okay, game chat sucks and mouse controls aren't utilized well. But what about the thing I said at the beginning about the Switch 2 being expensive? One of the main reasons I said that is because of the Switch 2 upgrade packs that they're trying to sell you. You're charging money to utilize the console's hardware? I know that some of these upgrade packs actually come with content, but you could have just made a DLC for extra content and kept the upgrade packs free. There's no way I'm paying them extra money to actually utilize the console's hardware that I already spent $450 on just to play at a higher resolution and higher FPS. Do you hear how ridiculous that sounds? Pay us $450 and then pay for online to even have the ability to use one of the features of your console and then give us additional money to really use your hardware. Oh, you don't want to? Sorry then. You can play your favorite game that you already spent $80 on at 4K resolution and 120 FPS. Are you crazy? Additionally, their games are ridiculously expensive. $60 to $80 for a single game is nuts. Oh, but you can wait for a sale, right? I mean, surely you could grab the game at a cheap price in a sale, but no. Expecting Nintendo to discount their games is like trying to lay an egg. That's just not happening. Also, one small little nitpick I have with the Switch 2 is the dock. There's a fan behind it apparently, but I've never actually heard it being used. Like, sometimes I touch my Switch while it's docked and it's hot, but the fan doesn't feel like it's running. Like, come on, it's already there, so make it actually work. Anyways, I didn't put much thought into this video, I just wanted to rant about some of my thoughts. What's the takeaway from this video? Nintendo's big and greedy and hates their customers.